Welcome to the Creation of Joy. My name is Nir Peretz. I'm at the Alila Manggis in East Bali. And today I would like to talk with you about the economy, but from a little different perspective than usual. So the way that we measure our economy, its progress, its success, has two different ways to measure it. The main way is the volume of product and services humanity and societies are producing. So the more volume of goods, the more volume of services, whether it's delivery, hospitality, entertainment, the more volume we create, and we measure it in money, of course, the more successful or bigger the size of the economy. The second way to measure it, and if you follow financial news, is a level of confidence. And what does that mean? So this is generally, you ask various people, sometime in one industry or another, or in a sector, let's say manufacturing or wholesale or banking, you ask what is their level of confidence, how optimistic they are, and what is that based on. And apart from the different measures and numbers that we are fed constantly, non-stop, huge waves and waves of information, ultimately it's feelings. Meaning, what do we feel? Do we feel that the prospects for the near future are positive? Do we feel confident? So once we collect all this information, it's about feeling. So, and how is feeling created? We think that they created by logic, but actually we know that they are built on feeling. So the confidence that we express is built on feeling. Meaning that it's depend on our expectation to how confident we will feel. So for example, if we build a very, very high expectation and we don't deliver it, we will feel not very confident, and therefore the perception will be negative and we feel that the economy is not doing well. If we build very low expectation and the economy exceed the expectation, we feel very, very good about ourselves. And we feel very good about the economy, we feel bullish, and we perceive the economy to do very, very well. Now, all this is true. However, we need to again look at the history and understand how extensive and huge our current economy. So one of the biggest, or perhaps the biggest perceived empire of all times, was considered to be the Roman history. It was around 1,000 years long, and it had huge territories. It was changing throughout the generations and times, but it's considered as very, very rich. The reality is that the vast majority of the people lived in poverty, and compared to today's standards, it would certainly be considered as extreme poverty. The whole size of the Roman economy at its peak was in the region of 30 billion US dollar in today's money. Even if these measures are somewhat mistaken, it was a small, minute economy, even compared to a small developed country today. So it means that, again, back then in Roman times, a lot of people felt that there was a lot of fortune, and indeed some people had a lot of fortune, but it was relative. And of course, the vast majority lived in poverty, and in today's standard, it's certainly extreme poverty. So standards and expectation are changing. And for us to understand today's economy, we need point of references from the past. One of the things to understand how huge and potentially resilient the economy is to understand how comprehensive and how big it is, and to be less affected by small parts of it that sometimes are weaker at given time. So obviously it changes, it's going in circles all the time, and we need to understand that this is a normal evolutions, but overall the economy is very, very big. And if we build our expectation correctly, we will understand that what humanity and our civilization created up to today is something very, very significant. And if we have a deeper understanding of our mind, we can look at ways to give more people opportunities. So rather than limit opportunities to fewer people, we make the opportunities much more broad. And by giving more people opportunity, we will give them fulfillment, because we deliver hope, we deliver opportunity, and ultimately we deliver joy. And when they are joyful, they have the ability and the tools to pass on joy to even more people, and eventually it will come back to us. So thank you for looking and listening to me on this different perspective and a way to adjust our ideologies to fit our evolution. Thank you, and see you at the next episode.